All right, so this is the part two of the travel and tour agency dashboard. And I'm going to leave a link in the description area to the first video. And then also I'll leave a link in the comment section for you to download the data set. So kindly do well to check that. Then if today is your first time watching my video, I will plead with you to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and then also turn on the notification button so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be the first person to see it. Perfect. So let's start, or let's continue with our analysis. But before we continue, let us make some changes here. See, the yellow color here is too deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the color. So I'll select the shape and then control one, right? Control one. So let me scroll down. This is going to be 83%, right? This is going to be 83%. And then this is going to be 74%. Now, what I'll do is I'll select this and then I'll make the transparency to be 30%. Do you see that? Perfect. So I'll also select this and then make the transparency to be 30%. Perfect. So this is perfect. This is what I want. All right. So you see the yellow color has been, reduced a little. Perfect. So what we are going to do is let's go to the analysis sheet. This is where we did all our analysis, right? This is where we did all our analysis. Perfect. So we are done with the monthly and then the weekly, right? So this is the monthly, and then when we come here, sorry for that. So let me select this. Okay, so perfect. What we are going to do is let's see what we can do here. So when we check the main dashboard, we also represent the total earnings by what age group, right? The total earnings by age group. So let's come to our analysis sheet. Sorry, let's come here, this one rather, and then come to the analysis sheet. Let's scroll to the end. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the previous pivot table, and then I'll come here and then paste it here, right? Perfect. Okay, so let's move this one here and let's differentiate them as we always do. So select the background to be this. Perfect. Let's scroll to this part. Then the only thing that we are going to do here, let's position this one here. Perfect. So the only thing that we are going to do is we are going to remove the day name, right? We are going to remove the day name. Uh, Sorry, it is loading. All right, so let's collapse this, and then we can move to all. It was on active, so let's move to all. And then what we want is let us get the total earnings by what, by age group. So the age group can be found in the what, customers table. So this is the age group. If you are wondering how we were able to do the age group, kindly watch the first video. We did everything there. Perfect. So let's drag the age group here, and then this is what we have, right? This is what we have. So we can just uh all right, so I think this is perfect, right? This is perfect. So because we are not adding any extra highlights and or whatever to the uh, uh on the chart, we can use the pivot table to insert a pivot chart, right? Perfect. So let's go to insert. So on insert, let's go to this 2D, right? And then let's insert a 2D column. So when you click on 2D column, you are going to get this chart. Perfect. So what we can do is can right click on the button, and then we will say hide all fields buttons on chart. So when you click on that, see the button is hidden. You can select the title, delete it, select the year, delete it, and then the amount, right? The total, revenue or the asks, you delete that one too because you are going to insert data labels, right? Perfect. Let me get rid of this one. Perfect. So what we are going to do is let's minimize this. Then let's select the bars, control one, and let's reduce the gap width to somewhere like maybe sorry, somewhere like maybe 80, right? Perfect. So I think 80 is okay. Now, whilst the chart is selected, click on the plus button here and click on what? Check data labels. Perfect. So this is what we have, right? Perfect. So before we move the chart to the dashboard, let's select this shape, Control D to duplicate. Let's come here, position it here. The height is okay, but then let's uh, get a custom width. So the width should be 3.15, right? 3.15. Perfect. So this is okay. So this is the width. So something like this is not bad, right? Perfect. Or should it be the same as this? Let's see what we did in our sorry. All right. So this is what we are going to do. Let's make sure the height is the same as this, right? Sorry, the width. Perfect. So I think this is okay, right? Perfect. All right. So now we can bring in the chart, right? So Control X to cut it, then select the shape and then Control V to paste. So let's minimize it, something like this. Perfect. So what we are going to do is, let me come here, Control one, and then we are going to say no fill and then no border, right? Perfect. So something like this. Sorry, do you see that? Yes. All right. So if the numbers is too, is distracting, let me see what we did here. Do you see we have shortened it, right? You have shortened the number. So what I'm going to do here is I'll come here and I will select all the numbers, right? All the total revenue for all the ages. So I'll do control one, and then when you just press control one, you will be presented with this. So I already have my format, right? I already have my custom format. So when you come to custom format, this is the format that I have. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this one, right? I'm going to choose this one. So if you're wondering how we're able to get it, just uh, look on the just check here and then type it in, right? Check here and then type it in. Perfect. So, oh, sorry, I didn't press OK. So select this and hit OK. So this is what we have, right? But then let's have it in two decimal places. Let's have it in two decimal places. So I'll just come to click this and then click on it again. Perfect. So this is what we have, right? This is what we have. So when I come here, it should reflect here, right? Perfect. Do you see that? Do you see that it has reflected here? Perfect. So this is what we have. Now I'll select the bars, control one, and I'll make it maybe 60 or something. Yes. Perfect. So I think 60 is okay, right? 60 is okay. Yes. So that is that. So control one again, and I'll play along with the color, right? Select the color and then choose our yellow color. But then the color is too bright, so I'm going to make it on maybe 40%. Yes. So this is what I have, right? Perfect. So this is what I have. Perfect. So let's center it real. Perfect. So this is what we have. Now we can let's say duplicate this, right? Control D, duplicate this. Uh, okay, let's duplicate this one rather. Control D, and then let's position it here. So now we can see total earnings, total earnings by each group. Perfect. So do you see what we've been able to do here? Perfect. So this is amazing, right? Perfect. Now we are not done. We are not done. Let's move on. Now, I always want to compare my previous, or my completed dashboard with the current one, I'll make sure I cover everything, right? I'll make sure I cover everything. Now, let's come here, right? Let's, work on this. So this one will be what the total earnings by package type. So we have four package types. Now we want to see which of the package types gives us more revenue. In other words, which of the package types that our customers, make use of, right? Perfect. So what we are going to do is the same thing. Let's come to our main dashboard and then come to analysis, right? Let's go to analysis. And on the analysis, what we are going to do is we are just going to copy this and then we are going to paste it here, right? Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to differentiate them like this. Right, perfect. So when we select this, right click, and then just select show field list. Then you see the field list here. Perfect. So now we are done with the age group. So we are going to remove it. Then we will go to the package type. So the package type can be, you can see that in the bookings table, right? So let's check that. So this is the package type, right? Package type. So I'll put that one here. Perfect. So I'll put that one here. Now it's either I take it out from the pivot table, or I'll use the pivot table to insert a pivot chart. Now there are two ways, right? So whenever you are adding extra, columns or extra, what do you call it, highlights to your chart. So you see this one. I wanted this. These are the two things I have, right? This is here. So I wanted to add another column. So I made sure I extracted the data from the pivot table, right? Perfect. But this one, I'm not adding anything, right? I'm not adding anything. So what I can do is I can just select the pivot table like this, come to insert, and at this time around, we are going to insert what a donut chart like this. Perfect. So with the pivot chart, you have some buttons here, right? You have some buttons here. So what we're going to do is right click, then say hide field buttons, select the title, delete it, select the legends, and also delete the legends, right? Perfect. So you're going to make it small like this. And then before it comes to the dashboard, let's get the shape for the dashboard, right? Sorry. Perfect. So Control D to duplicate, and then when I come here, this is going to be let's check the height. Okay, I think the height is too much. So let's reduce the height to something like this. So I think this is okay, right? Now let's check the width. The width should be something like 3 points, maybe 5, 6, something like this. Perfect. So this is what we have, right? Yes. So I'll just come here, then Control X to cut it, then select the chart shape, and then paste it in like this, right? Perfect. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is select the slicer, right? Or the slice. I say slicer. So select the slice, right? So let me so control one. And then when I come here, I would say no line, right? So we don't have any white line there. So I'll select the slice again. And then you see the donut hole size. The size, I think, all right. So I think the 75 was okay. This is 75, right? The 75 is okay. Now, what I'm going to do is let's reduce the size a little, right? Let's reduce the size a little. So something like this. Now, what we are going to do is let's select the slice, the bar, sorry, the donut chart itself. Click on the plus. Now we are going to select data labels, right? Click on the arrow and then go to more options. Now let's come to the bar and then come to label options. Then we are going to select the category name and then uh, all right, so select the category name and then something like this, right? And then the separator is going to be new line, right? The separator is going to be new line. Now watch here. So I'll drag this out like this, drag this one out like this. You see that? So that we have, enough space here, right? Now you see it is saying standard package, budget package, luxury package, honeymoon package, right? I don't want to add the package, right? I don't want to add the package. So watch here. I cannot edit it from here, right? I cannot edit it from here. I have to edit it from the main data. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to data and then I'll just select queries and connections, right? So when I click on queries and connection, I'll get my, data model, something here, right? All my queries here. So let's wait for it to load. So you have to take your time and then follow me step by step, and then we are all going to be on the same page. Perfect. All right. So let's get rid of the, format shape. This one. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover on the bookings, right? I'm going to hover on the bookings, and then you see edit here, right? Edit. So this is the edit button here. So when I click on the edit, it will send me straight away to what, Power Query, right? It will send me to Power Query. So I'm going to change the, I mean, I'll make sure I'll delete the package, right? I'll make sure I'll delete the package. So if it is honeymoon package, we'll be left with what, honeymoon. If it is maybe budget package, it will be left with what, budget. So ideally, we know that budget is what, the package, honeymoon is the package, luxury is the package, right? Yeah. So we don't want it to be adding the package to it, right? It takes space. Perfect. So where is the package? The package can be found in the booking sheet, right? Perfect. The bookings table. Let's get rid of it. Okay, so this is the package, right? The package type. So I'll select this, and then what I'm going to do is I'll right click and I'll see replace values, right? Perfect. So we are going to replace the package with what, none, right? So instead of saying standard package, it will be only left with what, standard. So watch here. This is standard package, budget package. So we'll be only left with what, standard budget. Do you get that? Yes. So we are finding package, and then we are replacing it with what now, right? We are replacing it with nothing. So make sure you don't type anything here. Replace with, don't type anything here, right? And then the spellings too, you have to make sure it is the same, right? Perfect. So when I click on OK, you see now the package is gone, right? The package is gone. So I'll come to home and then close and then load. And we'll load back to uh, our Excel worksheet. So you see this one is, you will see that it will be, loading here. And then the package, budget package, honeymoon package, luxury package, and the standard package. All the package will be, Excel is going to get rid of the packages, right? The packages attached to the package type. So let's wait for it to load and then you see what I'm trying to say. So you see it is loading, right? Perfect. So let's just wait for it to load. Perfect. So do you see that? So now we have budget, honeymoon, luxury, and then standard, right? So when you come here, you see that it will be gone. You see the package and everything attached to the uh, chart is also gone, right? So now the chart will have space to breathe, right? Perfect. Sorry, let's bring this one here. Then let's increase this. Perfect. So you take your time and then do it nicely, right? Perfect. So now when I select the chart, let's get rid of this. When I select the charts and then control one, when I press control one, I'll say no line and then what? No fill. So this is what we are going to have here, right? Perfect. So let's bring it to the top a little. Yes, so something like this, right? Now I'll select the slice, right? And then control one again. I'll then come to the colors. We are going to use the same color, but then see the highest, package is what is, I think, luxury, right? So that's what 2.42. So I'll select this, gray color, come here. I'll use my original yellow color. The followed by what this, standard package. I'll use the same color, right? But this time I'm going to make it what 20, 25 or 20%, transparent. Do you see that? Perfect. So followed by this budget, I'll use the same color, but then this one too, I'll make it maybe 40% transparent or maybe 50. Do you see that? I think 40 is okay, right? Perfect. So and then the last one is going to be the same color, but then the transparency should be what? Maybe 60. Perfect. So do you see that? Yes. So what I'm going to do again, first of all, let's center this one well. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'll go to shape. Sorry, I'll go to insert, illustration, shapes, and then I'll bring in this oval shape. I'll hold my shift key and then draw a perfect circle like this, right? Perfect. So the color is going to be white, a white color, but then the border is going to be a yellow color, right? So I'll bring it in like this. Think let's make it big. Perfect. So let's center it. Take your time and then make sure it is at the center, right? Perfect. So this is going to be our total revenue, right? Now when you come here, but before that, let's duplicate this number, this number, duplicate, and then let's bring it here. Let's use our yellow color. So I'll go to test options. Instead of white, I'm going to use yellow. Perfect. So I'll make it big. Perfect. Now I'll bring in my formula bar, right? I'll bring in my formula bar. So this is the formula bar. And what I'm going to do is I am going to reference the total revenue, right? I'll come here and I'll go to the KPI and I'll reference total revenue. This one, right? And then I'll hit enter. Perfect. So now what we are going to do is let's use our custom. Okay, we have everything like this. Select it. Let's use the font family that we are using. That's the Kandara. Then let's make it okay. I think 12 is okay. And then the test color is going to be our yellow color like this, right? Let's see 14. Perfect. So this is what we want, right? Perfect. So this is what we want. Now we can just duplicate Control D to duplicate the label or the title, and then we can see the total earnings by what package type. Perfect. Let's make this one big. Perfect. So now when your boss or whoever you are reporting to sees this one, he or she will know that, oh, okay, so it means the package type has been broken down into, four, right? So we have the standard, the budget, the luxury, and then what? The honeymoon. So just looking at this, you will know that, okay, so we are getting more, sales, sorry, more, earnings or revenue from what? From the luxury package. It means that more of our customers, are into luxury package. So it means that whenever we are trying to improve any of the packages, uh, let us I don't know how to put it. Let us focus on the luxury package, right? And then see if we can improve that. Do you see it? Yeah. So this is why we do we analyze the data. We don't just import charts and then everything on the dashboard without making any sense, right, of it. So whenever you do something, you have to make sure you can explain to your boss or whoever you report to, right? Perfect. So now let's move on to the next part. All right, so let us proceed with the destinations that generated the highest, revenue, right? And let's represent or let's show the top 10, right? Perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'll come to the analysis sheet as we always do. Then what I'm going to do is I'll select this copy and I'm going to paste it here, right? So this one, if you see, I didn't add any, analysis or I didn't add any columns to it, right? But then in your own analysis, if you want to add something to it, you can do that, right? Perfect. So the reason why I didn't add any analysis to it is that I'll add extra sheet. Then in that extra sheet, I'll summarize all my insights on the extra sheet, right? That is why I didn't add any uh, analysis to it. Do you get that? All right. So since I have this one here, what I'm going to do is I'll select it as we always do. Let's go to this part. Right click, and then I'll click on or select show field list, right? Show field list. So I'll see all the field lists here. Perfect. So we are done with the package type. So we are going to remove it. So mind you, everything that we are doing is we are summarizing everything by what? The total revenue that was generated in the year, right? Perfect. So watch here. Now we are going to get the top 10 destinations. So we come to destination and then get the destination name here. Right, perfect. So you see, we have so many destinations here, right? We have so many destinations here. Now, why are we seeing this? Why are we seeing this? The dollar sign, and then so what I'm going to do is select all the destination and then control one. Okay, so this one we should select this. Okay, so make sure you correct that, right? So this one we didn't have what's the difference? Yes, this one we didn't have any semicolon separating the thousands and then what? The millions, right? Perfect. So let's bring the semicolon here. So we did this in the first video. That's why I'm not doing it. So just watch here and then If you didn't get that, just type it here and then click OK. So now you see we have it here. Perfect. Now we cannot or we don't want to represent all the destinations, right? We don't want to represent all the destinations on the chart, right? It will bring noise to our chart. So normally what we do is what we are going to do is we are just going to concentrate on the first on the top 10 destinations, right? On the top 10 destinations and then see, okay, this is the destination that is, giving us more, revenue. So what can we do? Let us put all our marketing campaigns, or let us direct all our marketing campaigns towards that direction. Do you get that? Yeah. So these are some of the reasons why we make the analysis, right? So if the data is sitting on your CRM, on your system, or on your laptop, it doesn't speak, right? It doesn't speak. So you, as the data analyst, what you do for your company is what makes sense of the data, right? Make sense of the data so that with the marketing team, or the sales team, or whoever is in charge of the campaigns come, know where and when to do their marketing, right? Perfect. So this and many more is the reason why we have to analyze our data. Perfect. So that was just by the way. All right. So what is happening? All right. So now we want to show it only the first 10, right? So what we are going to do is select this, or click on the drop down here. Now you see label filters and then what value filters. So when you hover on value filters, you see top 10. Click on the top 10. Now, because we want to represent or show the top 10, we don't have to do anything here. Just click OK. Now, in the future, when you are making analysis, and then you also want to show the bottom 10. So when you click on the drop down, you have bottom 10, or maybe bottom 5, or top 5, whatever, right? You can just play along with this. But then in this scenario, I want to show what the top 10. So I'll click OK. Perfect. So now we can see that antennas, right? The most of our customers are heading toward antennas, right? Most of our customers, or most of the travelers are what heading toward antennas. So what we can do is let's sort it descending, right? So from antennas we have what Marcel, Nipple, blah 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 blah. So these are what our top 10 uh, destinations, right? Perfect. So now I want us to represent the top one, right? The top one. So this one is the same thing. Let's extract the data from the pivot table. Let's copy it here and then drag it down like this. You see that? Perfect. So what we are going to do, you know how to do this, right? You already know how to do this. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to rush through it and then you'll be good to go. So select the first one, copy this number, format and paste it here, right? Perfect. So we are going to add what highlight, and we can bring it here. So this is one. We are going to use the large function. I mostly do this in I've done this in most of my videos, right? So you can check that. So F4 to lock it, comma, and then one. So what we are just trying to do is we are just trying to get the top four, the top one from this. Data, right? Perfect. All right. So now let's represent, or let's retain the top one here in this column, right? So equal to, you're saying if uh, the number here is equal to the number here, let's F4 to lock it because we are going to copy it down. Then Excel should return what the number here, comma, value if false. If it is false, give us what blank. So close it and then enter. It is true. So the number here is equal to the number here. That is why it is returning the number here. But then the remaining ones will be blank. Let's see. You see that the remaining ones, they are blank because the number here is not equal to the number here. So it is returning what blank. So select this, copy, paste it on this, right? Perfect. So now let's insert our chart. So select this, the first uh what do you call it? The first two columns. Go to insert. Let's go to uh, column, and then we are going to insert what 2D bar, right? 2D bar. So we are going to insert a bar chart. Perfect. So I'm going to get rid of the total and also get rid of these numbers because we are going to activate the data label. Perfect. So now, see this, we are showing this in descending, but this is showing as what ascending, right? So what we can do is select this. So this is not the fault of this, right? So just select the label here, control one, control one, and then we are going to see what categories in what in reverse order. So click on that, and you see that perfect. Let's bring this one here and position this one here. So that is that, right? That is that. So I'm going to minimize it. Now let's add the highlight. So to add the highlight, you right click and then go to select data. Now on select data, don't do anything. Just click on what add. Now the series name is going to be what highlight. Then the values, make sure you clear everything in the series values, and then you select from this to this, and then hit OK, and then OK again. Now you see the, highlight has been added here. And we don't want it to be like this. So select the labels, sorry, the bars, come to the bar here, and then you see the series overlap is or not 0%. Let's make it what 100%. Now do you see that? Perfect. Now this is what we have, right? This is what we have. So I'll select the bars. Sorry, I'll select the bars, and then I'll make sure I'll reduce the size to maybe let's say 60 or maybe 40 or maybe 35, right? Perfect. Or let's say 30. Yes, that's perfect here. Now we can click on the plus and then insert what activate the data labels, right? So the data label is very, very important. What is happening here? Sorry. Perfect. So let's, you see we have zeros here, right? The zeros is the blank here. So just select it. Just select the zero like this and then you delete it, right? Perfect. Now let's play along with the color. But before that, let's cut it. Control X. And then, okay, sorry, we don't have the shape. So Control V. Let's come back. Let's get the shape before we cut it, right? So this is, so let's get rid of this. Duplicate this. Let's position this one here. So if you want this shape and this shape to be on the same level, select the two, come to shape format, then align, and then align it to the top. Do you see that? Perfect. So they will all be on the same, shape like this. Perfect. So now let's play along with the size. The size, let's get the width. The width is going to be 3.75. Oh, okay. So it means we have to extend this, right? Don't worry, we will come and solve that. Then the height, let's make the height 3.27. Perfect. So you see it is the same as this, right? So now it means we would have to, extend this, right? So something like this. Perfect. And then let's extend this one too. So now what we are going to do, I think nothing changed, right? Nothing changed. So the space here is somehow the same as this. So I'm coming. Let's move this one here like this. Okay, I think this is okay. select this, move this one. All right, so this is okay. Now I'll to do everything together. I'll just be on the home tab, come to find and select, then select object. Let's select everything at once like this. You see that? Perfect. So I'll move. Sorry. Let's select the shape and then the chart like this. Select this one too. Select this one. Select this one. Select this one. Select this. Select this. Whilst holding your control, right? So let's move it here. Perfect. I think we are on the same page, right? Perfect. So everything is working perfectly. So the size here is the same as the size here, right? Perfect. So we are good to go. Now we can duplicate this. Sorry, duplicate this or hold your control and then drag it like this. Now we can see uh, which destination generated the highest, let's see, revenue, right? Let's expand this like this. Perfect. So now we are asking the question and then the chat here, let's cut it and then it will come here and then answer the question for us. All right. Perfect. So this is what we have. So control one, no fill, no line. You see what we are doing here. This is amazing, right? Perfect. Yes. So this is what we have here. Now what I'm going to do is let's make sure this one comes up here. Perfect. Yes, I think this is okay, right? Now let's change the color. So select the first main bar here. See this, we are showing that this is the what, highest, destination. So use this orange, yellow color. Select the blue. Come here. Select the same thing. Sorry, the same thing, but then the transparency will come to maybe 30%. Do you see that? So whenever someone comes to the dashboard, the first attention, his or her attention comes to what the first one showing. Okay, this is what the highest, or the most visited, destination, right? So select the chart again. Sorry, the bars again. Let's make this to be maybe 20. Right, perfect. So this is what we have, right? This is what we have. So gradually we are making progress, right? Gradually we are making progress. Now let's go to our main dashboard here. And let's see what is happening here. So now we've been able to do all these things. It's left with I think these ones, right? Perfect. So this one we are showing or we are representing the most preferred payment method, right? So we are asking the question that what is the most preferred payment method among the travelers or among our customers? Then per what is happening or per the data, you will see that most of the customers prefer to make payments using what PayPal because it is what it has 2.4 million revenue, right? Perfect. So when you check here, and then when I scroll here, you see, okay, this is the budget. We have this, right? We have the payment method and then the total revenue, right? Perfect. So this is what is happening here. Now, before I move on, let's get the color, this color. So control one, this green color, right? Okay, this is the green color, right? So it is light green and then 53% transparent, right? Perfect. I want us to be on the same page. That's why I'm referring to this. So what we are going to do is let's go back to our dashboard and then let's duplicate the shape Now this shape, let's be on the same page. So the size, the width is going to be 2.59, and the height, I think the height should be the same as this, right? So we don't have to change the height. Perfect. So let's bring it here. So you make sure you have some white space, right? You have some small white space. That will, uh, what is okay? Perfect. So this is what we have here, right? This is what we have here. So now we can come here, copy this, or we can copy this, right? And then paste it here. Then we can select the column and then differentiate like this. Perfect. So let's make it small. Let's scroll this part, select it, right click, show field list. Now we are done with the package. So because you copied the package, data or pivot table. So we are representing by what? Payment method. So I think the payment method is here. You see that this is the payment method. So drag it here. Now let's select, right click, sort largest to smallest, right? So PayPal is the first, followed by what? Credit card, bank transfer, and then cash, right? Perfect. So this one you can just uh, come here and then duplicate this, bring it here. So we can see which payment method is mostly, then select this, hold your control, copy it down or drag it down, right? So we can see which payment method is mostly preferred among our customers or travelers, right? We are asking a question, then the chat or whatever we are going to do here answer that question, right? Perfect. Perfect. So now let's come to the completed version and see what I did. I have this icon or picture showing that this is paper, this is this, that, right? Perfect. So let's do same thing here. I already have the icons, so the icons I'll leave them in the link to download the icons and then the data set in the uh, comment section area. So just check them out and then download them so that you can follow step by step. Then, if you have also not subscribed or liked this video, this is the right time for you to do that so that we can all be on the same page, right? Perfect. So let me scroll down. Let me locate where my icons. This is where my icons are. So I'll need the, what do you call it? Or okay, for us not to, okay, no, let me do this so that you know how I did it. So I'll select this, select this, and this, right, and then insert it. So this is how I did it. So it will come with a background. So this is where it came to. It will come with a background, right? So you see that we have some backgrounds here. Don't mind the background because you are going to remove the background. Select this, right? So this is what we have here. So when we select paper, come here, watch here. So select just the paper, right? And then under picture format, you will see remove background. So just click on that. And then the background will just will be removed, right? So do you see that? We don't have any background. Do you see it? So this one, too, you see we have background, that white or box background here. So when I select When I come to picture format, I'll just click on what remove background. Then, sorry, you see that it is removed. So I'll just position it here, somewhere here. Perfect. Let's come to credit card. So I'll come to picture format, remove. It is removed. Do you see that? Perfect. So position credit card here. Let's send this one to the top. Then the next one is what bank transfer. So this will represent as what as transfer, right? Perfect. So it didn't. I mean, uh, sorry. Is there a way that we can reset? We can change the. I mean, let's see. Right. All right. I don't want any problem. So let's just do this. This I've already removed the background, right? So this will show us what the cash. So small or I mean few people prefer to I mean pay with cash, right? All right. So before the let's something like this. So just take your time and then play along with it, right? And then you'll be good to go. So what I'm going to do is select. Okay, I think this is the same thing, right? So I'm going to delete it. I just did that to show you how I did it, right? I'm just going to select this. Okay, this come here, copy. Let's copy it. Let's paste it here. Right, perfect. So I showed you how I did it, right? Perfect. All right. So this one come down a little. I think this is okay. All right. So this is okay, right? Perfect. So what we can do next is let's just duplicate this, cancel it, and then because we have sorted it, right? Because you have sorted it, this is not going to change. So we know this is what paper, right? It's not going to change. So we can just type it manually here, bring it here. Perfect. Duplicate it, and then see this is what this is the credit. This is credit card. Make it big like this. Duplicate this, and then we can see this is what uh bank transfer. This bank transfer, right? Perfect. Duplicate this, and then we can see this is what cash. So this is what cash. Perfect. So now I will select this, sorry, and this, and I will see. Let's go to shape format, align. Okay, but before that, let's make sure it is at the, okay. They are both at the right. Now let's go to shape format, align, then align to the left. Do you see that? Perfect. So use a arrow key to I mean play along with the position. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'll go to insert illustrations, shapes, and then I'll go to insert this shape, and then I'll drag it like this. Perfect. So I'll play along with the curvedness, the roundness. So I prefer this here. So somewhere like this. Do you see that? Perfect. So control one, then there will be no line, and then the color is going to be this light green, right? But then the transparency, as we saw, is going to be what? 53. So this is what we have, right? Do you see that? Perfect. So this is what we have. So what I'm going to do is duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So this one will come here and duplicate again. Sorry, sorry, duplicate this one rather. This one too will come here. Now, if you want them to be on the same, right, so select them like this, come to shape, format, align to the right. You see that? And then we can also distribute them horizontally or vertically. You see that? Perfect. So this is what we have. Now we can select them all. Let's shift them here, right? Or we can select this, and then we can shift this here. Now this, we can also see distribute them vertically, right? So that the spaces will be the same. So I think this is okay, right? This is okay. Now, what we have to do is, now let's come here. See, on this one, this is green. This is also green, right? So what we can do is select, duplicate this, and then bring this one here, right? And then we can enlarge it like this. Perfect. Now I'll bring my formula bar, and when I go to the formula bar, I'm going to see equal to. Then I'm going to reference paper, right? And then hit enter. You see paper. Now I'm going to make it, select it, make it Kandara. You see that? Perfect. And then let's say it will be maybe, I think 10 is too small. Let's make it. All right. So I think this is 10.5 is okay. Or let's say 11, right? Let's make it 11. So something like this is not bad, right? Perfect. So don't worry about the color, or let's work with the color. This is going to be light green. Let's change the transparency. I think the transparency should be okay. No, no, no. There's two. Now let me check the color I used. This one. Okay. Trying to get the color that I used, right? All right. So select this. Control one. Okay, not this. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So I think, all right. So I know what I did here. Now this one, I didn't insert a text box, right? Or okay, okay. No, Control D. Sorry, Control Z to come back. So I think the okay. Let's make the transparency, or let's make the color deep, more deep, right? So Control one. Uh the test color should be this. Okay, perfect. So I think this is okay, right? Yes. So you will see it clear. Duplicate is at the back, right? So what we are going to do, right click, and then say bring to front. All right, click and see bring forward. Oh, you're not seeing it. So control D. Why is it that we are not seeing it? Right click. Oh, I see. What is happening? Control Z. All right, so why is it that it's not showing? Wow. I don't understand why it is not showing. I don't know. Control D. See, it is not showing. Wow. Okay, I see. So let's delete it. Control D. If it is not showing, let's do control 1. Then the solid color. Now the color is going to be this light color, right? With 53% transparency. Right, perfect. Oh, I want to get the shape, not the. All right, so the shape, perfect. All right, now the shape, this one will come here. Please just take your time and then do it nicely, right? Okay, so when you duplicate and then you position it here, the text should be this. Sorry, the text should be this. I see that we are not getting the same text. All right, let me delete it and then duplicate this one again. Right, duplicate. Let's position this one here. All right, perfect. Now we can go and then reference credit card. Same thing. Don't worry. Duplicate. Don't worry about the color. Right. Duplicate. Let's go and reference bank transfer. Then let's duplicate. Then let's go and reference what? Cash. The amount. Perfect. Now when I select this and I come here and I'll double click on this and I'll paste it on this, paste it on this, and paste it on that, right? Escape to exit. Now when I turn off the formula bar, this is what we have. Do you see that? Isn't this amazing? Perfect. So this was how this was how I was able to do this, right? This was how I was able to do this. So if you were wondering how I was able to do this, this was how I did it, right? Perfect. All right, so we are almost done with the dashboard, right? We are almost done. Then if you have not subscribed to the channel, or if you have not watched the like the video, please I recommend or I will plead with you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share to your friends, and then also turn on the notification so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be the first person to see it. So liking or subscribing to the channel means that you are always going to see my videos whenever you come to YouTube. So I'll plead with you to do that so that you all be on the same page and then grow together. Perfect. So we are almost done. It is left with one chart. So I'll just duplicate this shape, sorry. Something like this. Then I'll drag it here. Right, perfect. So we are going to do same thing as this, right? We are going to do the same thing as this. So this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this circle, hold my shift and then resize it like this, right? So I think it's too big. So control one, I'll see no line, and then the border, the fill color is going to be our yellow color, right? Perfect. So this is what I want to get here. Now what I'll do is too big, reduce it, perfect. So I'll right click and then go to edit text and then I'll type in what one, and I'll say okay. Sorry. Oh, so this one, sorry, should be go to home, should be at the center and then at the top. Do you see that? Perfect. And then I'm going to use my Kandara, and then the size is going to be 12, right? Perfect. So this is just going to be how to number the agents, right? So this is going to be the serial number. This is going to be number two. Sorry. Duplicate this. This is going to be number three. I think they are six, right? Sorry, okay. Duplicate this. This is going to be number four. Duplicate. This is going to be number five. Sorry, this is going to be five. Five. They are six, so I'll just duplicate this one last time. Duplicate. Then when I come here, I would say six. Perfect. So I'll select this, select this. Okay, select this, go to the top, move this one to the top, this to the top, and this to the top. So what I'm going to do is select this, hold your control, select four, five, sorry, five. And let's come here, align them vertically, sorry, horizontally, and then we are going to align them to the left. So this is it, right? Now we can manually do this. Can manually do this. So do you see that? Perfect. So this yes, what I'm trying to do. Just play along with this, right? Play along with it. Let's see. Let's duplicate this. Position it here. And we are going to see this is what the serial number or the SN. Somewhere like this, right? Perfect. So now you're going to get the agent name. So I'm going to also duplicate this. This one will be here. Now the agent name, I'm going to copy this, paste it here. Differentiate them as always. Then drag this one here. Now the revenue is going to be based on what? Agent name. Now the agent name can be found at what? The bookings table. So this is the agent name. Come here. And then we are going to get revenue percentage, right? The percentage for the revenue. So I'm going to drag revenue twice, right? So watch here. So we have revenue twice, but this one I'll click on the drop down value field settings, and then this it's showing us what no calculations. It will be here. So toggle it to show values as see no calculation, and then I'll see percentage of what grand total. Like look, okay, this is the percentage, right? So this one I'm going to check the okay. Should I use this? This. Why is it this one is showing us? Okay, let's do that again. All right, so the key we don't have any zero here, right? We don't have any zero here. So after the dollar sign, there must be some zero, right? There must be a zero here. So like look, okay, see we have 70, blah 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 blah. You see that? Perfect. So watch here. This one we are not going to sort it, or we are just going to reference the names. Or should I sort it? Okay, let me sort this largest to smallest, right? So we know who is doing what. So Sarah, Michael, blah blah blah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this and I'll position this one here. You get that? Perfect. So what I'm going to do, I can manually type, but then I always prefer to have what a dynamic dashboard so that in the future when my data changes, so if Sarah Johnson changes to Sarah Ekufo, then this one will also change. Do you see that? Perfect. So I'll duplicate. Before that, I'll come here. I'll come to this place and I'll use my Kandara and I'll say this should be 14, right? Or I think 12 is okay. Mhm. Perfect. So I'll duplicate, come here, and this instead of Sarah, I'm going to say Michael, right? I'll duplicate instead of Michael, I'm going to say this is what James, right? So I'll duplicate. So instead of just me going back, doing equality and going back, James is 8, right? So if I want to get the next one, I'll just change it to 9. So when I'm doing it, I'm building the dashboard myself. This is how I do it. But then when I'm teaching, I just want to do everything that you see. So if this is 9, this is going to be what 10, right? The duplicate, and then this is going to be what 11. Sorry, 11. So do you see that? Perfect. So I'll select this, double click on this, paste, 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 and then paste. Do you see that? So now I'll select everything. I'll select everything like this. Sorry. And I'll see shape formats align to the left. Do you see that? Perfect. And then we are good to go. So I think this is okay. Calm down a little. Calm down. Calm down. So this is what we have, right? So now to be on the same page, let us have some maybe align them vertically or distribute them horizontal. Do you see that? So the spaces will be the same. Perfect. So now I'll change this to what? Agent name. Drag it like this. Perfect. So this is what we have, right? Perfect. Now I'll duplicate this and then I will see this is what the revenue. So revenue. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, why is it that you're not seeing this? All right, so let me go back. Go to so this is the currency, right? PayPal. Okay, select this, copy this, paste it on this. Perfect. So we are having the same thing here, right? So the revenue, now I'm going to duplicate this. Sorry. All right, so let's duplicate this and then also duplicate this. Do you see that? Now we can position this one inside like this. You see it? Perfect. So now let's be on the same page like this. Okay, let's duplicate. This one will be here, top. Sorry, let's go to the top, duplicate. This one will come here. Please take your time and then do it nicely. Perfect. Let's duplicate it again, then last time. So this is amazing, right? Now let's position it well. Come to shape format, align to the left, and let's distribute horizontally, right? So I think this is okay. Now let's position this one inside. Then let's go and reference Sarah. This is Sarah. So copy this. Oh, sorry. Let's go. Let's do that again. So Sarah is 2.2 million. Okay. So now let's check it ourselves. So this is going to be the Kandara, and this is not working. Okay, so we are selecting this thing rather. Let's select the text box. All right, so this is going to be Kandara, sorry, Kandara 12. Perfect. So now we can make this our normal color like this, not this one. Okay, let's duplicate this, and it means this can come here. You see that? Perfect. So this is okay. Now this can be here. Then we will go. Okay. Now let's duplicate this. All right, well, let's put this one here, right? So that we can reference that one. Copy this. So this is what? Z7. Duplicate. Position this one here. This is going to be what? Z8. Duplicate. This is going to be what? Z9. Instead of going back, right? Duplicate. This is going to be Z10. And duplicate. Last one. This is going to be what? Z11. Perfect. So that is that. So select this, double click, paste it on this, and this, right? Escape, and then you can get rid of this. Do you see that? Or this one can still be there, right? This can still be there. So for the meantime, let's put it here, right? Perfect. So now let's duplicate the background again. Same thing, this one will be here, and we can duplicate this. and then we will term this as what? Revenue percentage, right? Perfect. So we are making progress. Let's duplicate this, duplicate it, duplicate, and last one. So select all of them, and then let's align them to the right, left. Let's distribute horizontal. Perfect. So now this, we can duplicate this. Perfect. But then for the mid, this is going to be what? We are going to reference the percentage, right? Perfect. So we can select this, paste this, paste it on it like this. Do you see that? Perfect. So now we can duplicate this, and then now we can position this one here. So if this is 6, this is going to be what? 7. Do you see that? Let's duplicate. This is going to be what? 8. Duplicate. This is going to be 9. Duplicate. This is going to be 10. Then duplicate. This is going to be 11. Right. Perfect. So same thing. Select this one. Double click on this. Paste, 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 and paste. So escape to get it done like this. Now you can position this one here very well like this. Position this one too, this one, this one, that one like this. You see that? Perfect. So this is what we've been able to do. Right. Perfect. So let's get rid of the formula bar. So do you see what we have done here? Perfect. So I think this should be up. Okay, for now let's leave it like this. Now I want to have my, when you check here, sorry, when you check here, uh I have my what do you call it? My slicer here, right? I have my slicer here. There's some faint line here. So just going to copy the line because of time. Select this, Control V to paste it here. Okay, then I'll bring it here, something like this, right? So this one is not by force, you just have to know what we are doing, right? Now it is time for us to name all the pivot tables, right? So to name the pivot table, let's go to analyze. This is going to be our main KPI. KPI, enter. So we name it so that you will see it whenever we are inserting a slicer, right? Okay, so this is going to be our previous. So you do it right. Once you insert the slicer, you do it. You don't wait for it to become the slicer to become plenty before you start renaming it, right? Yes. So it escaped me. This is what month over month percentage. Now this is what the month. Make you only name what the pivot table, not the extracted table. This is the this, not this one. We don't name this one, right? Because this is linked to the pivot table. This is what the age group. This becomes what the age, no space. This becomes what the package. This becomes what the destinations. Destinations. This becomes the payment methods. And this becomes what? The agent. Perfect. Now watch it. We can be on the KPI and then insert a slicer. So to insert a slicer, can come to the pivot table, analyze, and you see insert slicer. So when I click on that, the slicer that we are going to insert is for what? The month, right? And then we are going to link it. Come to all, going to link it to what? So this is what the month name. Perfect. So I'm going to cut it. Now I'm going to paste it here. You see that. Now I'll come to slicer. I'll get the columns to be what? 3. I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to position this one here. Now, because of time, I might not, design it, right? I might not design it. So let's see this, something like this. See, this one, I took my time and then I did it. It's very simple, right? Let's do this. Come here, come to slicer, then select this, right click, duplicate, and then the whole slicer is going to be a white color. So the whole slicer, the font color, so the fill color is going to be uh let's see white. The font is going to be this, right? Then the border, you see, no border, so none. It's okay. So we didn't get anything. When we select this, you see now we don't have any border, right? Perfect. So now come to slicer. This one, now we are going to go to modify. Now the header format, the font is going to be our Kandara. This Kandara. This is going to be this 12. We are going to see no border. The fill is going to be no color. Okay, do you see that? We've changed this, right? Now, when I select something like this, right? Watch here. Slicer, right click, modify. I'll go to selected item with data, and then it's going to be our, for now, let's use this yellow, right? Let's use this yellow. I don't want to go and copy the color. And then border, we are going to choose this border, and then the color is going to be, okay, for now, let's use this color, right? Go to more colors. Let's copy our color, this one. But then the border color, let's use this. This, and then paste it here. And then the font should be our Kandara, right, with 12. This is too deep. Do you see that? Perfect. I think we have to change the modify the fill, right? Now we have copied our color, so we can paste this one here. You see that? Perfect. So when I click on this, okay, you see we have the same thing. When I get rid of it, do you see what we have here? So this is what I did, right? This is what I did. Perfect. So I'll duplicate this and I'll say filter by month. Do you see that? Perfect. Now see when I select the filter, only the KPIs being affected, right? Now, let me come here and then correct this. I would say control one, custom. Now, our custom format, this is our custom format. Sorry. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to use this because let me use this hash, this one. Okay. Okay. I think this is okay, right? See, only the KPI is being affected, right? Do you know the reason why? Because we have not connected the other, uh, charts, right? So I'll select the slicer like this, come to slicer, and then report connection. So this is how you connect all your slices or your chart to the slicer, right? Perfect. So I'll connect it to age group, to agent. I want to connect it with this. I'll connect it to destination with KPI. I won't connect it with month over month, right? This is the percentage. But when you connect it with this, it will affect the percentage, right? I won't connect it with month. I'll package payment and then what? Okay, I'll connect with previous and then hit OK. Now watch here. Now watch here. When I select me, you see they will be changing, right? Perfect. So I think this the what do you call it? We have to work with the format, right? So let's come here. Okay, that was this one. Control one. So the key, we don't have any zero after it. So perfect. We have solved this. Control one. We don't have any zero. So just bring zero and then it is solved. Just like that. This one too, the same thing. Control one. Just bring in zero here and it is solved, right? Now this is what we have, right? Perfect. So in May, Marcel became what the highest, top visited, destination. So the same thing, let's do the same thing to this. I think this one, let's see. Okay, this one, only this one. Control one. Let's just bring in zero. Hit okay. Now this we will have to select only this one. Control one. Custom. This. Let's bring in zero. Do you see that? Perfect. So everything is working perfectly here. Right? Everything is working perfectly here. So this is what we have, right? This is what we have. So we don't have to connect the chart with what the agent because in May we did this agent didn't have any bookings, right? They didn't book any destinations for our customers. So select the chart slicer, go to slicer report connection. Then we don't have to buy what agent. I'll select it. Click. Okay. So now when you click January, see the agent is not what affected. Perfect. So this is what we have right now. Right. This is what we have. So uh all right. So if you have still not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and then turn on notification so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be the first person to see it. Perfect. All right. So let's move on to the bookings. Page. Right. So I'm going to insert another page here, or another sheet. Right. Going to insert a new sheet. So I'll click on new sheet or the plus button here to insert a new sheet. So click on that. And I'm going to rename this sheet as what booking. So this sheet is going to be the bookings sheet, right? Perfect. Now I'm going to turn off the grid lines and then the formula bar and everything, right? Perfect. Now because of time, right? Because of time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all these things. Right. It's the same thing on the previous dashboard. I'm going to copy all these things. Right. I'm going to copy everything here. Perfect. Then the bookings, everything. It's the same thing. Right. It's the same thing. Right. Perfect. And then I'll copy. Then when I come here, I'm going to paste everything here like this. You see that? Perfect. So this is what I have here. This is what I have. So that is that. Now, when I come to my analysis sheet, I am going to copy this, paste this one here, and then what I'm going to do is right click, show field list, and then I'm going to show the field list, and then get rid of these things here. So I'll take revenue out, then I'll take the agent name also out. Now I'll just bring in completed bookings, pending bookings, and what cancelled bookings. Right, perfect. So watch here. What I'm going to do is I'll select this control one because this is key, right? This is key, meaning 1,000. I'll choose this and then bring zero here. We didn't bring zero here. That's why we're having the error here, right? Okay, so this shouldn't be a dollar sign. So I will check. I'll use this. I'll get rid of the dollar sign and then the decimal places. Or do you know something? Let's just remove the custom format, right? Let's just use a comma separator like this, like the accounting, and remove the decimal places like this. So this is what we have, right? This one too. They're going to do the same thing, but then I'll say control one and I'll choose this rather, right? Perfect. So this is what we have, right? Perfect. So to represent this on the bookings page, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let's see, copy this, and when I come here, I'll select this and paste this here. Right, perfect. So now we know the total bookings. So I'm not going to do anything to it, right? I'm not going to do anything to it. I'll select this, maybe this one, copy, come here and then paste this one here. Perfect. So this is going to be the completed booking. Let's copy this. But this is going to be white, right? Perfect. Test options. We're going to make this one our white color. Perfect. We are going to duplicate this. Then pending bookings is going to be this. Copy this. All right. Let's just finish. Duplicate this. Paste this here, and then this is going to be what our cancelled booking. select this, double click, paste it here, paste it here. Right. So this is what we have. So I'll select all of them, come to shape format, align to the top. Right. Perfect. So this is what we are having here. So I'll just get rid of the formula bar. Perfect. Now watch the completed version here. When you watch here, you see we have this thing here. So the moment you click on this, they will be changing, right? They will be like it seems like we are scrolling. Do you get that? So this is what 1014. It will become 1015. You see that? Yes. So it means the more you click on this, it means the more we what we scroll down, or I mean top. So we are going to do the same thing here. I'll come to analysis, come here, copy, paste it here. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is let's just drag this one here. Get rid of everything here. First of all, bring my what total revenue, and then this is going to be shown. Let's get rid of this. Let me show the full name of the customer. Okay, before that, let's get the booking ID, right? This is the booking ID. Perfect. Let's get the full name of the customer. Let's get the agent name, the agent who made the booking for the customer, the package type the customer, I mean, choose, the payment method, the number of people he or she is traveling with. You see that? Perfect. And then the status, whether the status has been completed or the status is pending or whatever, right? Perfect. Now, the revenue, we are going to select, we get rid of this, control 1. Let's use this, but then let's bring 0 here. Okay, so this is what we have, right? Perfect. Or we can get rid of all the, I mean, the number here, and then let's use this, something like this, right? Perfect. Now I'm going to extract everything from the pivot table. So equal to, select the booking ID. It's okay. Okay, this one is not part. So select this, drag it down like this. So this is what we have, right? Perfect. So scroll down, scroll up, and then the formula bar. Select, I said formula bar. This we are going to just bring our comma separator, clear the decimal place. Right. Perfect. Now watch it. I don't want to see all the, I mean, 2000 rows. Right. I don't want to see all the 2000 rows or whatever. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'll come here. I'll go to developer, go to insert, and then I'll insert this here. Right. Something like this. Right. So I'll bring it here. I'll right click, format control. I'll the minimum value should be 1. The maximum should be maybe 100. This one doesn't matter. And then the cell link, I'll come here and I'm going to link it here, right? And then I'll hit OK. So watch here. When I come here, it is 1. The minimum is 1. But then when I press, it means this should, I mean, increase, right? It should increase to 6, right? Perfect. But then I want it to do 1. Perfect. Now watch here. I'm going to write a function. So the function is going to be called offset. Now the reference is, I'm going to reference this, comma, the rows is this, and then I'll lock it, comma, and then the column is going to be what? 0. When I close it and then hit enter, you see we have what? this first number here, right? Perfect. So this is what I want. Now I'm going to drag it here, and then I'm going to just get the first, 20 or something, right? So this is 26. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to, I think, the first 21. I want the first 21, so I'll get rid of these ones. Do you see that? Perfect. Now, when I come here, this is not, I've not inserted a shape here. This is a normal cell, right? This is a normal cell. So I'm going to say, or I can just say equal to, and then reference this here. You see that? Yes, and then I'll drag it here. Okay, so this, get rid of these things. Now, watch here. I'm going to make this one to be something like this, or I'll bring my headlines, right? Yes, so I'll make this one to be big. This one, I'll select everything and shift it here, right? Because the spaces are too, many here. I'm going to make sure to come here and it will be left. Okay, left align. That's perfect. The same thing applies to this. It will come here. I don't want the video to be so long, right? That's why I'm rushing things out like this. Perfect. Yes, so this is what I have. Perfect. I'll use it. This come here. Perfect. So this is what I have, right? Perfect. Okay, let me just go back to what I did. So now, when I get rid of this is okay. I just, you see what I'm doing? Yes. Don't worry, I'll just come back and then do it for this. We have to rename this. Double click on this, and then instead of the number, we are going to say hash. So that we get enough space here. Alright. Just follow what I'm doing and then you are going to understand it. Perfect. Alright. So this one will also come here. See, we have extended it. So this should be pending and it should come here. You see that? Perfect. Now, this one too, let's bring it here. This is going to be the bookings. I think we have to get a background here. Okay, so we have the background and it is white. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. Select this, copy the background, come here, paste it here. Right, now I'm going to say send to back. Control 1. The background should be dark, right? It should be dark. This. So this should come here. Now it should be on this one rather. Perfect. Perfect. So you just have to take your time and play along with it, okay? So now here we are going to reference this, right? You will reference this and hit enter. So now when we drag it here, you see what we have here, right? This 120. Okay. I think we have to get the first 20, right? Perfect. So now watch it. This is going to be centered. So I'm going to be here. When I click this, see it is changing. Perfect. So this is what we've been trying to do, right? This is what we are trying to get. And this is what we've been able to get. Perfect. So if you want to select this, hold your control and select it. You can position it at any place that you want, right? Perfect. So that is that.